Hello traders, Andy Demmer here from the London Trading Institute. Welcome to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you something quite exciting. So when the markets are going down, like cryptos are at the moment, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on, it's really easy to kind of think that everything's going down. But there are some altcoins that are going up, even whilst the general market is going down. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can use the crypto screener on TradingView to find gems, to find altcoins that are performing well. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, and then we're going to go and find the best opportunities right now based on the technical analysis. And of course, you should then go and do your own research on each project. Now, if you are new to us, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and do like this video because it really will help us out to get it out to more people. Let's get to it, guys. Let's go straight into the market. So I'm going to just bring up my screen and I'm going to share with you a couple of things that you're going to need to know about. Okay, so if you're quite new to trading, to investing in general, a couple of really basic things that I want you to be aware of is the 200 moving average and the 50 moving average and why it's significant. You see, when institutions make trading or investment decisions, this is one of the things that they look at. They will look at where the 50 moving average is relative to the 200. So the 50 is the red line and the 200 is the green line. And if you see the red line below the green line, it basically means that it's bearish. So the market's most likely to go down. And if you see the red line above the green line, in other words, the 50 moving average above the 200 moving average, then it means it's bullish. Now, if you look at Bitcoin over here, you can see during this huge bull market, this is where the red line started kind of going above around June 2020, above the green line, and we had this huge rally where we went from about $8,000 all the way up to $64,000, so an 8x there. And then the market came down. You can kind of see we had a little bit of a dip through, and then the 50 went above the 200 there again. And right now you can see that we are again below the 200. So right now, as a long-term signal, this is bearish on Bitcoin. And most other cryptos are showing similar signs. So if we bring in Ethereum, for example, you can see that it's actually only just crossed. So this is a really important cross here, guys, because, and we'll come back to this in another video, but, this could really start a push lower. And maybe, the market may come back and bounce and hit this level, but it may also suck a lot of people in and then only to see the market go down. So right now, the 50 is also crossed below on the 200. So this is again bearish. But as I said at the start of this video, that's not where I want to focus. I want to focus on opportunities. And I want to focus on particularly showing you how to use the crypto screener on TradingView to identify opportunities. So let's do it, guys. Now, the one thing I will say is, it is a little bit limited. The crypto screener is a little bit limited. You need to be able to use the programming language Pine if you want to do some customized things, but I'm not going to focus on that now. I want to show you what you can do very simply without any programming knowledge. So the first thing I want to do here is I want to identify, something that is outperforming. In an ideal scenario, we would love to be able to filter out where the 50 is above the 200, because that's what we're looking for in a bullish scenario. But then the other additional thing is to then use something like the RSI to identify when something is also oversold. In other words, we want the red line to be above the green, but then we also want it to be pulling back. We don't want to be buying up here, for example, and then seeing a big market drop. We want to kind of be buying as the market drops and starts to find support on the 50 and the 200. So with that being said, let's go straight and show you what you need to do with the crypto screener. So as you can see, without screening anything, there are 1,339,000 13399. So nearly 14,000, 13,399 different cryptos. Now, we don't want to kind of have to go through all of those to find out which ones are good opportunities. So what we can do is we can go to this little tab here and screen the following. Now, there's different little things here. You can say oversold, you can say whatever. I'm going to choose outperforming the 50 moving average, and I'm going to select it. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring down that number. So you can now see that the screen is showing me 1,370, 1,368 to be actually exact. So we've already cut it down by a tenth, which is great. Now, let's go the next step. Now you can go here and click this little filter. And the next thing I want to do is I'm going to filter out the RSI. So let me see if I can see one of the, let me go to technicals, RSI, because RSI is one of the ones that is here available. We might even be able to, actually, we might even be able to select. We can. Yes, excellent. So we can actually do this. So we're going to choose simple moving average 50 greater. So we're going to change this to greater, above or equal to 200. So let's find the 200. In fact, I'm going to change this to the exponential moving average because I prefer the exponential. Let me see if we can change that. That's fine. I'll stick with the, just for this example, we'll stick with the simple. It's not going to make a huge difference. So that's going to help us a lot. So let's see how many that cuts it down to. So the 50 moving average above or equal to the 200. Let's see. So there are now 2,000 matches there. And I'm going to do another thing here. So I'm going to also do the market cap. So what I don't want is I don't really want to be, I don't really want penny cryptos. I want something that's a little bit more established. So I'm going to make sure that the market cap is at least 1 million. Okay, you can make this more. You can see now it's going down. So it's now gone down to 300 matches. Okay, we want to get this number a little bit lower, ideally less than 50, because then it's going to be easier to kind of go through. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to technicals and see if I can use one of the oscillators, because we want to find something that's oversold. So let me see what oscillator is available. Let me see. Is this stochastic? Let's do RSI. Let's do the RSI and we'll see what comes up. So we're going to say below 50. I'm going to go with that. Let's see what number comes up now. So it's now down to 286. I can also add this one in as well to make it even less. So let's do below 50 on the stochastic RSI, 240 now. And what else am I going to do? Now, the other thing that we can do, because it's still quite a few there, let me just make sure, have we selected daily? Because that's still quite a lot, surprisingly. Let me just exit this actually. Hold on. Yeah, it is the daily. So, okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to... Now, you can leave it like this. The other option you've got is you can also filter the exchanges. So only the exchanges that you're interested in. We can also increase the market cap. But let's have a little look to see what these ones look like, to see if the criteria is met. And you can see, here's the first one. You can actually see this is what it's been doing, so that you can see the 50 has crossed above the 200. It's just come back in and it's just touched it as support. That's exactly what we would want to see. This one is trading on one of the smaller exchanges, okay, HIT BTC. So you can see that, you'd have to open up an account with this exchange. Now, if you only wanted to deal with, bigger exchanges, then, and you could filter this out a bit more, we could go to select this little filter here. And then I'm going to select, for example, Binance. Let's see if and it brings it down to 49. So let's stick with Binance for now. Now let's see how it looks. So 49. So let's select one at random. And here's another one. So you can see here, this is not a bad one. So you can see, again, you can go and check this one out. It's actually quite a nice support area there. The 50 is above the 200. This looks pretty good. So this is one that we would definitely consider. And let's have a look at this one. So this one, we've gone below the 200. Ideally, you don't really want it to be below the 200. So we would probably ignore that one. Let's see. This one wouldn't be so relevant because we don't have a lot of data. So what you would do is something like this is I would try and find a different exchange because there might be one where there's a bit more data. Let's see if there's a different one. ARUSD where there's a bit more data, because you don't really want to trust this here. The 200 isn't really, I don't know where it was listed before. So we got it on Binance, Qcoin. It may have been listed on one of the smaller exchanges first. Let's see if on Qcoin. No, it doesn't look like I've got too much data on this one. But the point is here, guys. I mean, hold on. Let's look at there's BNB. That's against Bitcoin. It's LPT here. Again, that one wouldn't be relevant because there's not enough. This is a good one. Look at that. This is a very good one. In fact, that is a really nice chart. Now, look, again, we found all of these just by using this screener. And, look at this chart here. This is exactly what you want to see. The 50 above the 200. Yes, the market has pulled back, but that's exactly what you want. A nice buy price where you could potentially, catch a move higher. And, if you compare that chart to something like, for example, like Bitcoin, just to remind you, which one would you rather be buying? Well, this at the moment is looking bearish, whereas that one is looking quite bullish. So there you go, guys. So this is how I use a screener, and you can be creative with this. You can add a few extra filters. You could, like, for example, if you want to have less, you can make this a bit more strict. So instead of 50, you can go below 30, for example. So you can get really nice price. So here, let's try that. You see the number's going to drop to only 12 now. So now you're going to get the very, very best. You might miss out on one, but look at Solana. I mean, Solana, yeah, again, I wouldn't really want it to be below the 200. And there's keep there. So that's a good one. That one, again, it's below the 200. So that one's gone below the 200. Ideally, you'd want it to kind of be holding on the 200 rather than going below it. But certainly there, it gives you enough information to be able to go and find these altcoins. Then you can go and do the research, go and check out if it's a good project, good team behind it, because then you're marrying up the fundamentals with the technicals, and then you're able to find a great opportunity. So that is all from me today. I do hope that has helped you out. As I said at the beginning of this video, please do hit subscribe and like our videos. It really helps us get it out to more people, and we can continue to create content that you guys like. And also, if you have any questions, do feel free to comment. And if you are completely new to us and you're not part of our community, go to the Crypto and FX Traders Club, where we post daily content, trading tips, and we have a team that answers any questions that you've got. So check that out as well on Facebook. Otherwise, guys, wishing you a great day, good trading and investing, and I'll catch you again soon with another video. Take care. Bye-bye.